So how do you know if your ads are actually making money? If you're running ads, whether it's Google, Facebook, TikTok, or any other platform, one question probably keeps coming up. Am I actually making money from this? Most business owners spend thousands on advertising without ever actually truly knowing the answer. And this is a huge problem because the truth is, if you can't measure the profits of your ad campaigns, you're essentially throwing money away into the wind and hoping to have it back. So today we're going to break down exactly how to know if your ads are actually making money and how to stop wasting cash on campaigns that are just not profitable. First, you need to understand the most basic concept, revenue versus profit. Just because an ad generates sales doesn't mean it's making money. You need to consider how much you spend to get that sale. For example, if you spend $100 on an ad and you generate $50 in sales, you're losing money. Even though technically you made a sale, the key metrics you need to track is the return on ad spend, which is also known as the ROAS. The ROAS tells you how much revenue you generated for every dollar you spend on advertising. A ROAS of 3.1 means that for every $1 you spend on ads, you're bringing in $3 in revenue. But even ROAS isn't the full picture. You also need to factor in product cost, fulfillment, and overhead to calculate the actual profit. Next, you need to have proper tracking in place. This is a non-negotiable. If you don't know where your leads and sales are coming from, you can't measure whether your ads are profitable. Start by setting up conversion tracking. For Google Ads, that's conversion pixel or tracking codes on your website. For Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, it's their representative conversion events. Make sure you're tracking every meaningful action from submissions, purchases, calls, emails, sign-ups, anything that contributes to revenue. Without this, you're flying blind. Once tracking is set up, you need to understand your cost per acquisition, or CPA. CPA tells you how much it costs to acquire a customer. For example, if you spend $500 on an ad in a month and generate 10 paying customers, your CPA is 50. Then compare that to the profit per customer. If your product or service nets you around $100 in profit per customer, a $50 CPA is excellent. But if your profit is only $30 per customer, you're losing money. The simple comparison is the fundamental foundation of knowing if your ads are truly profitable. Another critical piece is the value of the customer over time, also known as lifetime value or LTV. Many business owners only look at the first sale and call it a day, but most customers buy multiple times. If your LTV is $500 and your CPA is $100, you're making money in the long run, even if the first purchase alone doesn't cover your ad spend. Understanding LTV allows you to scale your campaigns confidently because you know what each new customer is worth significantly more than initial sale. Now, let's talk about revenue attribution. Many businesses make the mistake of attributing every sale to the last click or ignoring multiple touch attribution entirely. In reality, customers often interact with multiple ads, emails, and content before converting. If you only credit the last click, you might underestimate the true effectiveness of your campaigns. Using multi-touch attribution models, or at least tracking assisted conversion, this gives you a more accurate picture of what's driving revenue. It's also important to measure the quality of the leads you're generating. Not all leads are created equal. A form submission from someone who's ready to buy tomorrow is far more valuable than someone just browsing or casually interested. Make sure you're tracking lead quality, not just lead quantity. Many businesses make the mistake of chasing high volume of cheap leads that never convert, which inflates their perceived success while quietly bleeding money on the side. Another thing to watch is ad frequency and fatigue. Even profitable ads can stop making money, or if your audience sees them too often. When ad fatigue sets in, click-through rates drop, conversion rates fall, and your audience's cost per acquisition rises. Tracking these metrics over time and refreshing your creative ensures your campaigns remain profitable. Next, look at the bigger picture, revenue per channel. Many businesses run ads on multiple platforms, Google's, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, but don't compare performance side by side. You need to know which channels are delivering the best ROI. Sometimes the platform with the most clicks isn't the most profitable. Segmentation of your campaigns by channel and evaluating actual revenue ensures you're allocating budget where it actually counts. Don't forget about testing. Even if your ads are currently profitable, you can't rest on your laurels. Testing different ad copy, creatives, targeting options, and landing pages often uncovers opportunities to reduce the CPA and increase revenue. A campaign that breaks even today can become even more profitable or a profit machine later down the line. This is why ongoing optimization is a core part of determining if your ads are truly making money. One more overlooked factor is overhead and operational costs. Let's say you generate $1,000 in sales from $300 in ad spend. It sounds profitable, right? But what if you spent $400 on tools, staff, and fulfillment? Suddenly that campaign isn't profitable at all. To truly know if your ads are making money, you must consider all associated costs, not just the ad spend itself. Finally, always look at trends over time. One profitable day doesn't mean your ads are constantly making money. Track performance week over week, month over month, and evaluate seasonal changes. A campaign that looks good straight away might not last, and it may decrease over time. And one that struggles at first may just need to be optimized to have a real good fulfillment. Long-term tracking ensures you're making decisions based on reliable data and not random fluctuations. So, to summarize, here's how to know if your ads are actually making money. Track conversions accurately, calculate your CPA versus profit per customer, consider lifetime value, measure lead quality, watch ad frequency, compare channels, optimize continuously, and account for all costs. And then you should analyze long-term trends. If you do all of this, you'll have a clear, data-driven answer, and you'll stop guessing about whether your ads are worth it or not. The bottom line is this: ads aren't just expenses, they're investments. But like any investment, you need to measure returns carefully. If you follow these steps, you'll know exactly which campaigns are profitable, which are costing you money, and how to scale your marketing effectively. Stop throwing money at ads blindly and start turning every dollar into a measurable revenue. That's how businesses grow, scale, and succeed with paid advertising.